Hey guys, good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. Market opens in about 10 minutes. So I will just get this all set up and then we can get started. So YouTube link, get the Zoom link for you guys here in the premium. All right. So it looks pretty solid. Just get everything set up right here. See, so things look kind of, I mean, it's kind of choppy. I was looking on the 10-minute, it looked kind of bullish from the open, but looks like it's starting to shift up. So we'll wait and see what happens from this point. Once everything's all, figured out, settled, then we can determine our bias. But here on the 10-minute, looks bullish. It looks bullish now. 3-minute looks bullish, and 1-minute also bullish. So we'll see where it goes from here, but we'll give it some time for it to get it all figured out. Let me go ahead and send this link out to the premium members. And here's the Zoom link. Here. Get you guys the YouTube link as well. Set up. All right, cool. Big setup right now. I think we should be good for the most part. Letting everybody into the room as we speak. Oops. My bad, guys. Posted this the wrong. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Everyone's making their way in right now. We have about 8 minutes till market open. I'll go ahead and take a look at US 30 shortly. All right, cool. So I think we should be good for the most part. Let me just copy this. I'll look over everyone's profits in a little bit. Some of you guys did lock in some pretty nice profits this morning. So you guys are already starting off the trading week in the trading day in profit. So I'll take a look at that shortly, but let me just let everyone in this room. Let's load it up right here. So anyways, going back to US 30, like when I first started the session, I mentioned that market's kind of iffy right now. Initially, it looked like it was going to be bearish, but shortly after it became bullish. So we'll have to wait till the market actually opens in the next 7 minutes for us to really confirm, the direction. Because right here, you can see price was below the pivots about 20 minutes ago. So it looked like it was going to come down. However, it did shift up here on the 10-minute, right here on the 3-minute. It's also shifting up. And then lastly, here on the 1-minute. So the reason why it looks bullish to me is because price is above the pivots. The trend meter is green here on the 1-minute. Same on the 3-minute, same situation here to same setup. Price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. Lastly, on the 10-minute over here, it was bearish, but then it started to shift upwards because price is now above the pivots. So on the technical side, things are bullish. They're not very bullish, but they're somewhat bullish. So lastly, we just need a confirmation on the fundamental side over here that it's going to be bullish as well. Looking at the futures data right here, futures is up 17 points right now, 20 points, which is not that much. It can instantly change when the market opens. So once the market opens, we'll be looking at the index over here. This is from yesterday's data, so it hasn't updated yet. But once it opens, it'll be either majority red or majority green, and that will give us our confirmation as to the direction of price on the fundamental side. Let me just refresh CNBC real quick. Okay, so on Wednesday, the Federal Reserve is going to be talking. We have a lot of news tomorrow. Market might start to move weird today because as you can see, CNBC already reported on it. It says stock futures are up, or no, stock futures are flat ahead of the Fed meeting. So a lot of people are just chilling out because tomorrow's a huge news event, and market volatility has kind of died down a bit. So we'll have to play it by ear. And if we see the entry, then we'll take it. If not, then obviously, we're going to play it easy and be conservative today because there's a lot of news coming up tomorrow. Check the calendar real quick. Not really much news today. There's just, some of this business inventories news, but they're light events. They're nothing too serious. So we're probably going to trade through it if we do see something. But if not, obviously, we're not going to force anything. So let's see. Morning, Short Scene. Morning, Peter. Morning, Kenny. Morning, everybody. Morning, Matt. Morning, Sam. Morning, Goldie. All right, guys. Looks like everyone's making their way into the room. Like I mentioned earlier, guys, we have a bullish bias on the technical side. We just need the fundamental side over here to confirm that it's bullish. You can see it all. It's all changed to black and unchanged because the market hasn't opened yet. Market opens in about 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, we'll determine, the fundamental direction. And from there, we can make our move. Morning, Mark. All right, guys. So just looking at that there, that's pretty much all that I see for the most part. Let me just take everything off over here because everything's already done with this trade. Our GJ position here, our GJ buy hit TP2, and then from that point it reversed. So it's really key that you guys use the exit strategy because if you did, you've been fine. You've been pulled out at about 15 pips. But if you held on to it, we're in a scalping market right now, guys. So it's not really safe to be holding stuff very long. There's a couple trades here that are available for the USD, NZD USD here for a sell. I didn't call it yet though because there was news this morning. So I might call a little late for it to swing down. This is one that I was going to call. Thankfully, I didn't because it came all the way down. EU as well. And G over here. Yeah, so there's a couple entries here that are available. We might be able to enter them for a late entry, but I'll just keep them marked up and I'll come back to it a little later when the market's kind of smoothing out a bit. I think that's pretty much all I see for Forex here. I don't see anything else there. These are pairs that I was looking at last night, but market volatility is just really slow right now for these Forex pairs. So another one right here, actually, possible sell. But we'll have to wait. All right, so I got these all marked up. I'll come back to them a little later because we can probably call them for a sell stop to catch them as it comes back down. GU and same for NU right here. I'm not going to take it yet, but we can catch it for a sell stop to possibly catch it as it bounces back down. All right, 6:27. We got about 3 minutes till market open. Let's see. Hey, Kimberly. Yeah, Kimberly made it this time. Definitely. Hey, what's up, Marcus? Morning. Morning, Tommy. Morning, Gactive. Morning, Nick. Nick said Biden and Putin will be talking tomorrow as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow, guys. So I think a lot of market volatility will probably die down today because a lot of people are just going to sit out the market until the news events happen. Because you can expect the market to be pretty crazy tomorrow, especially with the Federal Reserve and Biden speaking with, with Putin. Hey, Roman. Morning. Morning, Miles. Morning, everybody. So yeah, it looks like everyone's in the room now. So it looks like we're pretty much good to go. We're just waiting for, for the market to open right here. So we'll see where it goes from that point. Nice. A lot of you guys locked in a lot of profit already. So looking at the premium chat over here, Logic is locked in about 1,375. No losses, straight wins. Let's see who else here. Jason over here, he's up pretty heavy. Looks like he's up a couple thousand right there. Looking at Jason's other screen, he's up 1,381. So Jason's up right now. Patricia's up 1,320. So a lot of you guys are up already 1,000. Let me delete this, double post. Romanio, he's up 360. Vincent, he's up 142. So it doesn't matter like what you guys are trading. If you guys have a big account or a small account, there should be no problem with you guys locking in some pretty nice profit. Lamar over here as well. He's up about 1,000 right here for two US 30 sells overnight. Javier as well, up 8,176. So nice work, everybody. You guys are doing pretty well. Market opens in about a minute. Let's see, Ketten. Morning, everybody. So Looking at the technical side, you can see here on the 10-minute, it's a little bit iffy, right? Reason for it being iffy is the pivots aren't really spread out. Right here, you can see it's an obvious bullish trend. Right here, obvious bearish trend, but right now it's kind of just going sideways. As we speak, it's still bullish, but we got to see where the market goes on open, which is going to open now. So market is now open. Let's see where it goes from this point. We're here on the 1 minute. It's still bullish here on the 1 minute as well. So we're about 10 seconds in. It's not very volatile. It's actually moving really slow right now. Let me go ahead and pull up the fundamentals over here, refresh this. All right, so the fundamentals right now are showing a bearish bias. Reason for that is because it's heavier on the red side. There's less stocks that are red, but they're heavier. Salesforce is down 1 point, Home Depot is down 1 point, JP Morgan's down 1 point, Apple's down 1 point. And looking at this over here, it's right down the middle. So it's still positive 23 points, but we'll see how this weighs as we continue on. So looking here on the 10-minute, it looks like it's coming down. But we'll see where it goes from here. So yeah, personally, I think it's going to come down because earlier we had the bearish bias and then it slowly just shifted to the bullish side. But looking at everything here, it's starting to shift down, right? 10-minute shifting down because price is now shifting below the pivots. Trend meter is red. Momentum signal is building right there. 3-minute is also below the pivots. It was red down here, but it's now undecisive. And lastly, the 1 minute over here is also red. So we'll have to wait and see where it goes from here because the fundamental side it's just right down the middle. It's not really one-sided at all. As you can tell, the volatility is really slow because normally it's moving pretty quick off the opening candle. But right here, it's only moved about 200 pips, which is nothing. Generally, it's moving like 500 to 1,000 pips on open. So we'll just have to wait for the the confirmation. So the 3-minute has about a minute left on here. And it's fine, guys, because the thing is, if we don't have an entry off this breakout, we'll just take some scalps as we as we follow through. We see that to make sure the zones are proper here. Yeah, looks like the zones are all right. We just have another one right here. Turn that off. All right, so we'll have to wait and see where it goes from here. Looking at the, breaking news, Dow slightly up, S&P adds to record ahead of Fed meeting. Okay, cool. So we'll see where it goes. So the thing is, CNBC is saying that Dow is up. So I think it's going to go down. The bias is going to be red because generally whatever CNBC says, they report a little late. So they're probably reporting on this right here, this bullish move. So I think it's going to come down, but we'll have to wait and see for the confirmation because right here on the 10-minute, it still hasn't confirmed, right? Price is broken below the pivots, but it hasn't closed below it yet. So until it closes, we're not going to have that confirmation for the shift to the downside. Same with the 3-minute here. People are getting faked out because it's dropping. It didn't close below. It did cross, but it didn't close below. So we're going to be a little patient here in waiting for this because, obviously we don't want to be on the wrong side. So going back to the Dow index over here, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty flat down the middle because Salesforce is down 1.76 points. Home Depot is down 1.67 points. JP Morgan's down 1.67 points. Microsoft is down 1 point. And looking at the ones that are competing with it, Boeing is up 1.6. Caterpillar's up 1.4. Goldman Sachs is up 1.2 and Chevron's up 1.9. So they're pretty down the middle. It's not lopsided for the bearish or bullish side. You can see right here, the numbers are changing. It's going from red to green. Generally, if you want it to be really bullish or really bearish, it should be negative 100 or positive 100 points. Right now, it's nowhere near that. So we got to wait for the market to decide its direction, right? Because US 30 almost always moves directional on market open. So this goes to show how low volatility is right now. right? Because if you can see right here, this was yesterday, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock open. You can see on this opening candle, this thing dropped like almost 1,000 pips, right? Looking at price right now, this is the opening candle right here. It's only dropped like 200 pips, right? That's like less than 20% of the movement from yesterday. So just using that as a comparison, this is why we're not entering trades yet, because this is how the market's supposed to move, right? Market's supposed to move about 1,000 pips. Like this is just from the first hour, right? First hour market moved about 1,500 pips. Looking, or not first 10 minutes around that area. Right here, see the difference? It's barely moved at all. So we gotta wait for the confirmation, guys. Just keep that in mind. Don't be in a rush, right? Right now is not the time to take risky trades. So you guys gotta wait for that confirmation before you hop into stuff, because the last thing you want to do is hop in and then market completely reverses on you. Good morning, Lisa. Hey, Roy. Roy, if you want to send your results, you can send them to me on Telegram or send them in any of the groups. So you can go over here to any of the premium groups or even the public group, Roy, if you're not in the premium yet, and just post your profits there. You can see other people posted profits here as well. Here, let's see. So like, yeah, so like Vincent posted his profits here in the public chat. So if you want to post them there, Roy, I can save them there, and then I'll add them to the list with all of the other members, which will be posted later. All right, so no confirmation yet. We're still waiting for it here. Mark, depending on what you're asking for, so which chart are you talking about? Because the trend meter is different. If you're scalping, you set it to that specific time frame. If you're trading intraday, it's the default settings: 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour. So depending on what you're asking for, yeah. So Mark, it's going to be set on that specific time frame. So if you're on 10-minute, it's all 10-minute. If you're on the 3-minute, it's all 3-minute. It's on the 1 minute, it's all 1 minute. That's what it's set to. All right, so it looks like it's starting to shift down to the downside. Yeah, no problem, Mark. All right, so it's starting to shift to the downside. The fundamentals still haven't carried over. It's only down 30 points, so it's not very strong. But I mean, overall, it is it's shifting to the downside. So these are going to be some risky trades, guys. There's one here on the 3-minute, which is pending. If you guys want to take this, feel free, but just keep in mind that this is going to be an at-your-risk trade. I don't think I'm going to take this on my own account because of because of how the market's currently moving. It's not really moving smoothly at all. It's kind of just bouncing back and forth. So if it does close, I'll mark it up for you, but I don't think I'm personally going to take it myself just yet. I might be waiting for the next possible entry, unless the the fundamental side really shows. If this goes to like negative 50 points, then yeah, maybe I'll take it. But I think for now, I'm probably gonna play it easy, because it just doesn't look too. Thing is, I don't want to chase this move, right? I don't want to chase it and then it ends up reversing on me. So if you guys want to take this, use proper risk management. It's going to be an at-your-risk trade. Make sure to use proper risk management, like use a proper lot size, if not smaller, because we're not really sure what the market's going to do right now. So just keep that in mind if you guys do decide to take this trade here. We have about 50 seconds left on this candle. But if this closes with a red sell signal right here, then yeah, we'll take it. Or, you guys can take it if you want. That's basically what we're looking for. We need that confirmation that momentum is going to be swinging down. The only thing that I'm a little iffy about is the 10-minute hasn't closed yet. So until this closes here, then maybe I'll start looking for some sells, but it's just, it's going to be a bit of a risky move here. So if you guys want to take it, just make sure you use a smaller lot size or proper risk, as much as you're willing to lose. That's all I got recommend there for you. So we got about 10 seconds left on this candle, but it does look pretty bearish right now for the most part. We just need this to close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so if you want to take this, you can put like a sell stop right there and catch it as it comes back down. But, like I mentioned, it's going to be an at-your-risk trade, guys. So only take it if you can handle this risk. It's a very risky trade. I'm not taking it myself yet until I have a better confirmation as to what our direction is going to be going. All right, so I'll probably be waiting for this 10-minute over here to close. If it closes right here, then yeah, I'll be a little more inclined to take this trade here. And I'll probably just write it for whatever's left. All right. So let's see, this candle is about to close right here. If this closes here, then I'll probably catch it for the rest of the move. I might get half of the profit down here as it swings down, but I'm going to be a little, you can see right there, it's trying to bounce back and forth, right? So that's what makes it a little risky here, because there hasn't been a bias that's been established just yet. So looking at this over here, it's down 50 points though, so it might be shifting down. It's just, a matter of time. All right, so it's closed below there. I'm probably gonna hop in shortly to catch the rest of the move as it comes down. So I have a sell stop there. It's gonna come down. There you go. So I'm in the trade. All right. All right, so I guess we have a bearish bias right now. I mean, it's a weak bearish bias, but it's not. I mean, that's your bias for now, right? So just keep that in mind. You're following along with it. Let me just check my other account, make sure everything is solid. Make sure this one is all right. All right, I mean, it's just be a waiting game at this point, guys. So yeah, if you guys are in the trade, use proper risk. Don't use anything too over leveraged and don't over trade, because that's just how the market's moving right now. But yeah, we'll be following this right here as we continue on. Looking at the 10-minute, looks fine. It's coming down. 3 minutes coming down as well. If I pull out a little early, then I'll let you know. I'm just going to I'm gonna have an area right here to mark up to look out for. Or I'll just hold off. Or no, I'll mark this up just in case. So this is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna watch it, and if it comes down to this point right here and it swings back up, then I'll probably close it out manually. Just because of how the market's moving. This would technically be considered like TP1 or someone like that. But obviously we're watching as it comes down right here. It's just a risky market to trade in right now because there's just no volatility, right? Generally at this point, it's usually at least moving a little bit. So there we go. It's reaching around that area. Keep watching it right here. And I'll determine whether I want to hold on to it or not. All right, so there we go. Sorry, my computer is muted. All right. So I'm still doing everything manually, guys. So if you're wondering, what I'm looking at, it's because I'm manually entering and exiting the trades. So letting it shift down a little bit. I should probably just set a TP, but it's all good. So there we go. It's making its way down. So if it swings up to that red line, guys, I'm going to manually close it out. And I'll just look for the next entry. Just because of how the market's currently moving, it's just a risky time right now to be holding these trades. So it's all good. Let's see as we swing this over here. Yeah, my accounts are kind of different. I mentioned yesterday that I used a different account because they reset it after they refunded my other trade from last week. So there you go, full TP. All right, so full TP off that trade right there, guys. Whoever took it, congrats to you guys. There you go, full TP. So whoever took it, congrats, full TP. Let's take a screenshot of that, give you guys the update, and then I'll send you guys my profits as well. Straight through it. So as you can see right there, a little risky, but it did what it's supposed to do, right? So there we go, full TP off that, off the 3-minute scalp. Yeah, you guys did pretty good. Key over here, she she locked in some nice profit, 658.53. Nice work here. Jonathan over here too. So whoever took the sell that I just gave you guys, Jonathan, he's almost up 1,000 for the day. Romanio, he's up about 690 for the day. Yeah, you guys are doing good. So if you guys have any profits you guys want to send over to me, feel free. And I can share them with the group. So Patricia, she's up 3,530 for the day. Nice work, Patricia. EW again, she's up about 1,000, maybe about 3,000 if you add it all up. So nice work, EW right there. You can see everyone has straight green sells because they took the trade that I called right here. John, he's up 3,333. He took 3 trades right there. I guess he stacked on them because they're all around the same time. So he took 3 trades, just stacked them as I called the sells. He basically just hedged that trade. So definitely great work, guys. Shawn over here, she's up 745. So as you guys can see, whoever listens to what I was, discussing before the trade, Jason made another 1,500. Michael made about 2,732. We can round that up to 3,000. So whoever followed what I was, the trades I was talking about, they all made some massive profits here. Jason's up 4,000 for the day. Nice. Mark's up. Mark looks like Mark had a couple issues this morning. He traded EU. So he had a couple losses there. I didn't call those trades. It looks like he just had a couple issues with those trades. And so Mark, I'm looking at your lot sizes. They're kind of different. So I'm not sure if that was an accident where you entered too big of a lot size for EU, but yeah, I mean, they're like way different because they're both the same pair, like the same asset class. So they should be around the same area, but I don't know, that might have just been a mistake on your end, Mark, but it's fine. You did good there. You're basically making your way back to profit with the US 30 trade that I called this morning. Patricia over here, her other account, she's up 750. So as you guys can see, whoever took the trades that I called right now, Roland, he's up about 500 right here. He pulled out early too. Definitely. So Miles over here as well, he's up 462. We'll round that up to 500. Yeah, you guys did pretty good. Kyle, he's up 582. So nice work, Kyle. Kenton over here, he's up 460. Nice work, Kenton. Patricia, yeah, she has 2 accounts right here. So she's up 750 on the other account. She's up 3,500 on her initial account. Hey, Marcus, I'll check your message right now, Marcus. I just want to go through these profits real quick. Nico over here, he's up 613. Nice work, Nico. Tariq over here, he marked up these charts earlier. So he sent me this chart a while ago, about 30 minutes ago, and it played out perfectly, right, Tariq? So definitely good analysis right there. And Tariq, so he sent me this message at 6:37 about 10 minutes ago, and it played out perfectly. Looks like it's going to drop from that point. So nice work off that, Tariq. Definitely. Logic over here too. He's up 2,000 right now. So all you guys are doing great this morning. We'll be looking for the next scalp now because we're pretty much done with that. I'll send you guys my profits as well. So let's see. Sorry, let me just get this up right here. Go to my other account right here. I'll just send you guys my profits. So this is people messaging me right now, thanking me for the trade. Yeah, you guys are welcome, dude. Yeah, no, great profits amongst everyone here. Let me just send you guys this right here, and then I'll send you guys this right here. So on both of my accounts right now, I'm up pretty decent. Solid profits off that K2 US 33-minute scalp. So I'll just give you guys a little update right there for my own profits. So I just showed you everyone's profits, and I'll show you guys my profits to show you guys that I actually took the same trade with you guys. So for this one right here, I made about 3,000 off that account, and this account I made 1,310. So I mean, we did pretty okay this morning. Nothing too crazy. In total, I'm probably up about 5,000 if you add everything together for this morning. And I only took one trade. So this is why, more about quality over quantity trades here. So Josh, he's up about almost 2,000 right there. So nice work, Josh. But yeah, great work amongst everyone here. So let me go ahead and pull back the YouTube real quick and see what everyone else is doing. Um, yeah, no, definitely Chardonnay. So Chardonnay's asked is said, thanks for explaining me, trader here. I understand, but now I'm starting to trade live. Yeah, no, definitely Chardonnay. You know, if you follow the live sessions every morning, you'll pick up what I'm doing here. I do the same thing every day. So it's not really difficult for you to follow along and, you know, profit with this here. Because I simplify everything. Like I literally make it as simple as possible so that you guys can profit with me here, applying, you know, my techniques, my strategies, my confluences, you know, whatever I can do to help you guys out. So yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, everybody. Off grid was asking for the TP. The TP for that was, I mean, it was down here. We already passed it a while ago. TP for that was, it was about 34,342, but it's already way past it. So if you're still in it, yeah, you know, awesome. But for the most part, it's, I mean, that one's pretty much done with. So I'll be looking for another trade here as we continue on. Our bias is still bearish right now. Looking at this, you can see here, it's now negative 123 points, right? I mentioned in the beginning of the session, once it's negative 100, that's when the bias becomes very strong. So right now the bias is super strong. It's indicating a strong sell. So that's perfectly fine. Let me see if there's anything else over here. So there's nothing for us to really take right now. What I'm looking for here is a retracement up, and then I catch it as it swings back down even further. You guys don't want to enter just yet. I mean, you guys can enter if you want, but it's not really the time to enter because we're waiting for that confirmation because, you know, it's going to have to retrace up to some extent, and then we'll catch it as it comes back down further. But yeah, everything here on the technical side is pretty bearish. You can see prices below the pivots, trend meters red. Same on the 3-minute, prices below the pivots, trend meters red. And then lastly on the 1 minute or 3 minute, yeah, price below pivots, trend meter red. 1 minute, price below pivots, trend meter red. So technical side is showing very strong bearish. Fundamental side over here. And the reason, if you guys are new here and you guys don't understand what I mean by the fundamental side, the Dow 30 is basically a compilation of the top 30 US stocks, right? Looking here, this is the actual index, including all the stocks that are within that US 30 index. So as you can see right here, most of them are red, right? So if the stocks are red, where do you think price is going to go on the chart? It's going to go down because they're pretty much weighing down the entire index. So that's how we determine our bias here on the fundamental side, because we're looking at the actual stocks that actually control the index, right? Just because this is all red doesn't necessarily mean this is going to go all the way down, because it can still be manipulated and people can still spike price up and down. So just keep that in mind. That's why we tie the fundamental analysis with the technical analysis, because you know, we want that full confirmation before we enter any trades. So I don't think I'm going to mess with anything on the 1 minute unless I feel really confident about it. I'm mostly looking on the 3 minute here for a retracement. But if I do see some 1 minute trades, I'll mark them up and call them for you. But I'm probably not going to take it myself because I'm going to be a little conservative today due to the market conditions. So see no zones down here. Looking at this right here. So, okay, this wouldn't be a entry for the daily. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, volatility has kind of died down a bit. Obviously, you can tell there it hasn't really moved very much. So we'll be, we'll be waiting. Carlos is asking that there's no entry here for the daily yet, Carlos, because you need the first valid signal after 6:30. So this is 6:30 right here. The next valid signal hasn't come up yet. So if it's a buy signal, like if we get a buy signal after this, then yeah, it'd be a buy for the daily entry. But currently right now, we don't necessarily have it. So like here, I'll show the daily entry from yesterday, right? So yesterday market opened here at 6:30. You can see right here at about 10 o'clock, we had a buy signal. So once that buy signal came up, this would be the daily entry right here, because you're looking for the first valid entry after market open. So here, I'll put the requirements right here so that you guys can see what Carlos is asking for. This is one of the original strategies we used to use. It's just market conditions have changed. So it still works, but it's a little bit more risky. This is the K² US 30 daily entries. So first you want to look for entries after New York Stock Exchange open, which is going to be 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, to confirm the first valid K2 momentum signal. And then lastly, enter on the open of the following candle. So Carlos, looking at this right here, this is the 6:30 candle. We look for entries after it. Right here's the first valid signal. So with that said, we enter right there. We let it run. And what do you know? Full TP, right? So that's the entry right there that that Carlos is referring to. We don't have the entry available yet for today because it hasn't come yet. So if you guys are wondering right there, it just hasn't come yet. So that's why we haven't taken that on our end. So let me just check this real quick. All right. All right, cool. So it's still dropping right here. I actually took the trade on my I took a speculative trade on my risky account. I don't recommend anyone take it. It's because I think it's going to come down. So I just took a speculative trade where I'm just going to pretty much let it run for the most part and see where it closes. Or, I'm manually handling it on my phone over here. This is one of my risky accounts. It's kind of just where I play around with things and see where things go. So let's see, my entry point was 342. I don't want to put my stop loss too close. Could still bounce around that area. So yeah, on one of my speculative accounts, I'm just taking risky trades, but I don't recommend anyone take them. I'm looking for an actual entry to take on my actual account, like my my serious account. But yeah, for the most part, I'll look at everyone's profits here. Miles is up 641. Nice work, Miles. So Miles is up pretty nice right there. Great profit amongst you guys right there. Let's see, Jason. Loke over here. Loke's up 5,113. Nice work, Loke. So you guys did pretty good. You guys did amazing this morning. You guys are actually doing way better than me. Yeah, Loke is doing way better than me right now. He's up 5,113 on his one account. Robert, he's up about 2,316. So nice work, Robert. Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good. Yeah, Jason mentioned, KT, do you realize that for the last weeks when the market is up overnight or true, the other session when market open just drops heavy? Yeah, no, I see that pattern too, Jason. I started to notice that because a lot of people are getting screwed during during Asia session. Like Asia session, they would take a trade, and then on London Open, it would completely reverse on them, right? And then they would follow that trend into Asia to New York session. They would think that it would go in that direction further, but it ended up doing the complete opposite. So I do see that pattern, Jason. That's why I don't. So for the rest of this month, I'm not trading during Asia session. I just trade during New York session now because of that specific reason. The market's just being heavily manipulated. There's a lot of news going on, and volatility is low. So I'm not really trading during Asia session anymore for now. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Jason, for sure. All right, Robert, damn, Robert made some more profit. Oh, this is from last week. So Robert did pretty good. He had like one loss there, but he made it back with like pretty much everything. So you've been doing pretty good, Robert. Very consistent with your profits here. One loss and like how many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 wins and 1 loss. So you're doing pretty good consistently over the past couple of days. All right, so there is the retracement signal here on the 1 minute, which is what we were looking for here. So we have the retracement signal right there. We're catching as it comes back down, right? I don't know if I'm going to trade on the 1 minute though, because the 1 minute is kind of messy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait for it to actually confirm on the 3-minute, but I'll keep watching on the 1 minute just in case. So this is why I don't enter trades right away, because of the retracement, right? So I mentioned earlier there's going to be a retracement at some point. There's a retracement right here, but you can see it's small retracements, right? Like right here, it retraced up, and then it came all the way back down. Retraced up, all the way back down. So same situation, the same pattern just keeps repeating itself. So, same situation again, right over here, price comes up, and then once we get that sell signal, it comes all the way back down. So it's just a game of patience here. I did take that speculative trade on my other account, but I'm just, for that account, I'm letting it run for the most part. And it's low risk. So it's my account where I take, I kind of just play around with it. If I think something's going to come down further, then I'll take it on there. Looking at the fundamentals over here again, it's still pretty red. So that's why I'm pretty lax about taking one in that direction, even though it's not on my serious account, I guess you could call it. So it's still pretty down. It's negative 110 points. So the bias is still strong for a bearish move. It's due for a retracement right now, which is what's happening. Here's a retracement that we were looking for. And then we're just going to catch it as it dumps all the way back down. So this is fine here on the 3-minute. This is actually what we were looking for here as well. Because I feel more comfortable when I have the entry here on the 3-minute, since it's not as choppy, it's not as noisy. So I'll be watching this here. Let me see this real quick. All right, cool. I got everything set up here. Let me just scroll up and see what the messages say here. Mark said, nice. So Miles he's 953 away from passing his FTMO 50K. So definitely Miles. Yeah, I'd be careful, Miles. Don't take any risky trades, right? Only take trades when you're like super positive and you're super confident. If you're feeling nervous about a trade, then maybe that's a sign not to take the trade, because you don't want to be nervous when taking these trades here, because that'll just stress you out. And especially if you have a lot of time, Miles, if you have a lot of time on your FTMO, you don't have to rush it. You can take another trade. We have an entire week left. I'll just keep in mind, today's only Tuesday, so there's no need for you to force any trades right now. Chris is asking, you might have answered this question, but do you only make a position when the candles go from red to green? Depends on what strategy you're referring to, Chris. I don't know if you're referring to any of the scalp strategies, if you're referring to the daily entry, if you're referring to the K2 strategy. There's different strategies here, Chris. So if you could be a little more specific, with regard to what strategy you're referring to, I could go over the strategy. I just need to confirm which one you're talking about, because there's a lot of different strategies. We have 1 minute, 3-minute, 10-minute, 10-minute snipe, 3-minute pivot, 1-minute pivot, 10-minute daily. These strategies are all different. So, it depends on which one you're asking about. If you're asking about the K2SR strategy, this one's completely different too. So, I can answer your question if you could just be a little more specific with which strategy you're referring to. Chris said they're all KT strategies, Chris. So, yeah, a little more specific. They're all, this is the K2 1-minute strategy, K2 3-minute strategy, K2 10-minute snipe, K2, they're all K2. So, it depends on which one you're referring to, Chris. They all have K2 in them. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it just kind of like caught me off guard because you said the K2 strategy. They're all K2 strategies. Yeah, if you can let me know which one, because I'm not sure which one you're referring to. They all have different requirements, so I can go over them. It's just I need to know which one you're talking about. All right, cool. So looking at this, it's starting to come back down. We didn't get that buy signal there, so there's no official entry available yet. It's retracing up and then it's coming back down, but we didn't have that opposite signal, so we have no entry available at this time. So Chris, since we have some time here, I'll just go over every strategy with you because I don't think you're familiar with. I don't know if you're familiar with any of these or if you were kind of familiar, but they all have different names. So this is the K2 US 30 10-minute snipe strategy. So for this, you want to confirm wick rejection off K2 SR zone or K2 pivot off any K2 pivot to confirm wick rejection off K2 SR zone to reconfirm wick rejection off K2 pivot that is not touch candle body. And then lastly, you can enter or confirm direction of momentum using K2 momentum indicator. And then lastly, enter on the open of the following candle. So this is one of the strategies here on the 10-minute. Basically what you're looking for here is you're looking for a wick. So I'll show you an example of the one that happened like recently. So the one that happened recently was like right here. I'll put the requirements over here. So confirm wick rejection off any K2 pivot. So right here, we have a wick rejection off this green pivot. Confirm wick rejection off K2 SR zone. It's rejecting off this zone. Confirm wick rejection off pivot does not touch candle body. This green pivot here isn't touching the body. And then lastly, you want to confirm the direction of momentum. Right here, we have a sell signal indicating a momentum downwards. So you enter a short position right here. TP stop loss is 500 pips. So this is this strategy right here. I'll let this run, and then I'll show you how this one plays out. So you let this run, and there you go, full TP, right? So that's one strategy right there. That's this one. There's no entry available here. So I mean, depending on which one you're looking at, you can see that the requirements here are totally different from this one right here. Here's a 3-minute strategy. For the 3-minute strategy, you want to confirm here. Let's see. This is the K2 US 30 3-minute 3-minute pivot scalp strategy. So for this, you want to confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. 2A, confirm price is below pivots for a sell, or no, here, sorry. Price is breaking and closing past K2 pivots 3 and 4, or what is it, 2B, confirm price is below pivots for a sell or above for a buy. And then after that, you can enter on the open of the following candle. So that's pretty much it for this strategy right here for the 3-minute. So looking at this over here, this is the trade that we actually took not that long ago. So right here, you can see that, okay, so here's the requirements right here. This is the trade that we just took where we all profit off it. It was, we confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. Right here, we have a valid sell signal. 2A, confirm price is breaking, closing past K2 pivots 3 and 4. Right here, it's already past it, so that doesn't qualify. We go down to 2B, confirm price is below the pivots for a sell. It's below it. So you enter for a short position right there. So, with that said right there, this is the trade that we just took over here that I took live with you guys. And now we locked in profit, right? You can see it's marked up right there. So basically right here, you let this run, and there goes the entry. So full TP right there. That's the 3-minute. And then lastly, I'll show you the 1-minute over here. So as you can see, each strategy is different. So you kind of need to be a little more specific with what you're asking for, because, it's going to vary from trade to trade. So again, right here, same situation, but it's just on the 1-minute. So like there's no entry there because it's not breaking, closing past the pivots. We have one right here, but I don't think we would take this. But I'll just show you, for example, how this would work. I mean, technically you could have taken that trade. It's not really a big deal if you took it or not. But yeah, if you wanted to take this trade right here. So same situation, confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. Right here's a buy signal. You can take this one or this one. So this is an example of 2A. I'll show you an example of both so you can see. So for 2A right here, you want to confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. Right here is a bullish signal. And then price is breaking, closing past the pivots, right? So that's going to be 2A. if you wanted to take this trade right here, this would have marked it up like that, let it run, full TP right there, right? So that's 2A. We'll look for 2B because there's another one right here. So this is 2B. So right here, same situation. There's a buy signal right there. Looking at this here, there's no breaking, closing, passive pivots, right? Because it's already above it. So right here, price is above for a buy. You have that all set up. You take the trade, you let that run, full TP. So both of them would have hit full TP right there. So those are the differences between the two strategies. Or not two, but 4 strategies here, or 5 actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is, the SR strategy. So that's the difference right there, Chris. I pretty much broke it down for you. So if you want to go back and rewatch this, you can just, go ahead and rewind the replay, and then you can see what I mean by each strategy being a little different, but they're not that difficult. It's all pretty much straightforward. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. We're just waiting for an entry, guys. Still waiting for it. There's no signal here that's provided for an entry for us. So we're just pretty much waiting for that retracement, and we're going to catch it as it swings, back up if possible. But we do have a bearish bias here. I mean, obviously, just looking at the charts right here, this is pretty much all we got to look at this point. Yeah, no problem, Chris. They're pretty much straightforward. It's not really that difficult to learn. And if you learn them, you can easily profit using any of these strategies all day. This is pretty much the main stuff we use during the morning sessions here. Delete this little scammer here in the group. Nice. Gallo just sent me his profits. He's up 900 for the day. Nice work, Gallo. Killing it, bro. So you guys did good right there. Paul over here as well. Kong's up 1,721. Nice work, Kong. Paul over here, he's up 204. Nice work, Paul. See, yeah, Paul entered a sell on NASDAQ. So he's up pretty nice right there. So nice work, Paul. Did pretty good. So as you guys can see, this strategy works on everything. It's not just US 30. You can use it on Josh sent this GIF over here with the kid dancing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm in profit on my speculative account right now too, Jason. So it is dropping. So the account where I just took the trade earlier, it's pretty much running in profit now. Javier sent me his profits. He's up 1,100 for this morning. Yeah, so Javier used the wrong lot size. He said it should have been 10 lots. So he only locked in about 1,100. He should be, yeah, if he put in more, he probably would be up like maybe close to 10,000. Because he only took 2 lots. If you multiply that by, I don't know, 10, he'd be up a lot more right now. So yeah, no, definitely nice work, Javier. Off that, you guys are all doing pretty good. Everyone's pretty heavy in profit. I don't see anyone doing anything. Nice. Sandra over here too. Sandra's up 16. I don't know if this is euros, and I would assume it's about euros right here. So it doesn't matter if you have a big account or a small account. You guys can still profit pretty heavily here. Sandra's up pretty nice right now. She's all profit, all wins this morning. A couple losses right here, but they're really small. So she managed her risk properly. Tommy over here as well. He's up 3,610. Damn, you guys are killing it, guys. Nonstop all day today. Straight profits. So yeah, if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over to me, feel free. And then I could add them to the list. Yeah, Jason's up 341 right now too off this other sell that he took. So let's see. Yeah, I got this run right now. It's looking pretty nice. So let's see. My other account's up 4,000 right now, 5,000. I'm just watching right now, so I might just pull out in a bit. See it as it continues to drop a little further. See, I'm just going to set a TP. 3, 4, 2. All right. Just got my take profit set. Yeah, so the account's looking really good on the other one. So I will, I mean, I'll share the profits with you guys a little bit once I get them. But yeah, anyways, looking at, pretty much look at everything right here. I just don't see anything available just yet, but I am following it as it continues to, bounce around. I mean, it looks pretty nice so far. Just trying to make sure this looks good. I want to move my stop loss and profit for the other account, but I think it might be a little too early for me to do that. I just don't want to get caught in it swinging around. Let's see what my brother make today. My brother said should have taken a bigger lot size SMH. So he locked in 3,315 this morning. Pretty much all wins. Looks like he had an accidental loss up there. But yeah, for the most part, he has pretty much all wins right here. So nice work, Justin. My little brother right here is my real little brother. He my blood brother. He's on FCMO too. Pretty much got the whole family on this trading thing to make some easy money. All right, so this thing just shifted back up. It's all good. I'm gonna be holding on to this to let it drop from this point here. There's still no entry, guys. So I'm still waiting for an actual entry here. We haven't had one yet. I mean, that's pretty much all we're waiting for. We're waiting for the retracement up, and then we're gonna catch it as it swings down further. It's just a matter of time. So that's fine. If we get an invalid signal for a buy, that's completely fine. We really just want the actual setup to appear. So that's fine. This is perfectly fine. If we get this right here, this is cool. We'll watch for it. Let's see. Max asking 34,190. You think price will reach there? I don't know, possibly. It's kind of a far drop down there, Mac. If I mean, but who knows? It might. I can't really say exactly because I don't really look that far ahead. But let's see, 3-4. I mean, it's a far drop. That's like a pretty big push. But I'll keep marked up right there, Mac. I mean, possibly could drop. I mean, but generally, price will start to reverse at some point during the session. So just looking at the fundamental side over here, it's still pretty heavy bearish. It's down 125 points. The entire index right here is pretty red as well. So it looks pretty red to me, but I mean, we really don't know what's going to happen until it actually happens, right? So I mean, we'll keep following it, but I can't really say if it's going to go down that far, Matt, because it's been dropping for a while now. Generally, at some point, it's gonna have to retrace up. It'll either reverse or it'll come back down even further. But we really don't have a, we don't have a specific, because you can see here on the 10-minute, it's still dropping. But the problem with this is there's big wicks on the bottom now, so it's starting to hit some resistance down here. So this is something that would, it makes it a little tricky. Yeah, because your TP would be down here. Actually, your TP is really far. 190. I don't think it'll, I don't know about that, Mac. Now that I look at it from the 10-minute chart, the previous low is like right here at 34,241. So your stop loss is at, or your TP is actually, it's pretty far down. So you're kind of pushing it right there. Because it looks like there's a lot of areas of resistance right here. Just from my perspective. But we'll keep following it. We'll keep following and see where it goes from here. I mean, who knows? The market's kind of funky right now, so it can easily just get spiked down at any moment. We really don't know. So if that's where your TP's at, well, I hope it goes down to that point because I still have my speculative trade running right now. So I needed to drop to a certain point. Let's see, where's my TP at? 34,250. Yeah, so my thing is like right here actually. Trying to get out before all that happens. But I mean, we'll see. There just isn't a, we don't have a, yeah, everything is red right now though, just like Nick mentioned. So looking at the rest of the indexes over here, looks like everything is red. So the Dow Jones is down, S&P is down, NASDAQ's down, Russell 2K is down. The only thing that's up is a VIX, which is, I mean, it's not irrelevant, but it's also not relevant to our US 30 position. So everything looks pretty down. I mean, we just don't know what's going to happen next, right? Because I don't know, Biden can just come on the mic and then make price go one way or the other. All right, looking at the okay, this is perfect right here too, because looking at the retail traders, majority of retail traders are actually long right now. 53% of retail traders are long and we're short. So odds are market's going to come down to some extent. So anyways, it's coming down right now as we speak. We just don't have that entry available, but I do have my speculative trade, like I mentioned earlier, still running. I need that spike down, guys. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that spike down so I can pull out. All right. So, I mean, that's that for right now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I can answer questions right now because we're still waiting for an entry. I have my alert set up right here. So if we do get an entry, I will be ready to take it, but I can answer questions right now if you guys have questions about anything. So let me just scroll up real quick. I haven't seen the message yet, Marcus. King Kong said, it seems US 30 has been going bearish for the past 1 week or so. Yeah, it's been bearish because a lot of people are anticipating a bullish move. So the market does, the opposite, because a lot of retail traders are trading the bullish side over here. 53% of people are long. So that's kind of why it's, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on this week too. So just keep that in mind. Kong, there's been a lot of news that's affecting the market. Let's see. Yeah, I'll check gold. Kong. 1 second. Gene Vaughn's asking, why is the market dropping? Gene Vaughn, are you just hopping on the session right now? Because it's been dropping all morning. We already anticipated this drop before market opened. The technical side is showing a bearish bias. The fundamental side is showing a bearish bias. So there's no reason for it not to be dropping, right? It's supposed to be dropping because the stocks are red right now. So if these stocks are red, then it should be dropping. It's going in the direction of the fundamental side. So I'm not sure if you just hopped on Gvon, but if you want to go back and rewatch the session, you can. And there's also Congress is talking right now. This is probably why the market's moving kind of funky, guys. So I didn't notice that the Congress is talking right now. You can see Congress investigates implications of digitalizing the dollar. So this is, I mean, obviously this would affect the market, right? Yeah, so task force on fintech, basically they're talking about, I don't know, cryptocurrency, digitalizing the dollar. So this is going on right now, it's live. That's probably what's causing the market to bounce back and forth, but overall it's still pretty down for the most part. But yeah, I mean, pretty much for the most part, that's it for now. All right, let me just go back over here and check what else is going on before I continue. Short scene said today is a good day. I made 4% of my account. Good directional move for US 30. Yeah, I know, definitely short scene. Yeah, it's not that difficult, right? If you could catch the proper moves, you can lock in some pretty solid profit. Just like last week, I was up like 11%, and I took like some risky trades. But you being up 4% for the day already, that's pretty good, because 5% is usually the goal, but you're already there pretty much. You probably just need a couple more trades to push it to that 5% mark. Here, let me scroll over here real quick. Nick said, eventually it'll go up, but it takes a lot of pressure to push past the market makers. Might even take until next week to go up significantly. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of news going on this week as well. So like the Federal Reserve is going to be talking tomorrow. We have FOMC tomorrow on Wednesday. So when the Fed does speak, they can easily say something that's going to cause price to go up. They can say like, oh, economy's like back to normal because COVID's going away, everything's reopening. They could say something like that, and the US 30 can just spike up. So we'll have to, we'll have to see what happens from that point. So I'm not really taking any crazy risky trades. I'm just, waiting for actual entry. And then when I get that, then I can take a bit of some riskier trades. What's up, Samuel? Samuel said, for the trend meter, what's the setting for? I mean, depends on what you're trading, Sam. It varies by, if you're trading intraday, then you have the intraday settings. You have it set to 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour. If you're doing scalping, then it's set to the scalping setting. So, I mean, depends on what you're trading it on. because right here for the intraday trading, we're trading on the 4 hour. So we have it set to the 1 hour, 30 minute, 2 hour and 4 hour. So that's what we have set there. On the 10 minute, we just have it set to the 10 minute only because we're scalping. And then same with the 3 minute and 1 minute. They're just set to their own respective time frames. All right, Nick, looks like we have a possible entry coming here. So I'll look at gold in a little bit, Kong. We have a possible entry right here for US 30. So I'll be watching this for right now. Oh, fuck. All right, let me just set this up real quick. All right, looking for a possible entry here off the 1 minute. So we got 30 seconds left on this candle right here for this 1 minute scalp entry. It's looking nice. But it hasn't closed yet. It would need to close for us to, to have that entry there. We have about 10 seconds left on this candle, got a minute left on that candle. So see where it goes from here. All right, so I'm in the trade already right here. Set this up right there. So like I was mentioning before, guys, I have a mental stop loss right here. This isn't really going to be my stop loss. My real stop loss is going to be around this area over here because everything's showing bearish moves. So we might get some retracement, but I mean, for the most part, it might come right back down. So we got a pending here on the 3 minute, here on the 1 minute. I don't have a stop loss set. I'm just waiting for it to come back down because I think it's going to come down. So I don't have an actual stop loss right now. These are just areas where I'm watching. Right here is where the stop loss would technically be, but because of the volatility right now, I'm not going to set it there. I'm just going to have no stop loss and I'm going to manually exit if I need to. If it reaches this point, then yeah, I'm going to exit. But right here, where the stop loss originally is, I'm not going to exit right there. I'm going to hold on to it for a bit. So here we go. It's a waiting game. Going back to the 3 minute over here, it didn't close. So we might have to wait for the next one right there. But yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, guys, it's market's kind of weird right now. So we'll be holding on to it. So yeah, if you guys missed that, basically what I'm doing here is generally our stop loss would be at 300 pips, but because of how the market's moving right now, it's in a consolidation phase. I'm not necessarily entering, I'm not putting a stop loss there. I have a mental stop loss, but my actual stop loss is going to be up here. So if it crosses above here, it's fine. I'm not going to close it out. But if it gets above here, then I'm going to close it out. So we'll just watch it as it comes back down right here. We have this pending one for the 3 minute. There. All right, 3 minutes looking fine. We had about a minute left on this candle. We need this to close right here. If this closes, then this would provide for an entry off that 3 minute. And market's kind of like, seems like it kind of died down a bit because now it's just consolidating. It's not really moving too directional at all. So we got this running right here. Got about a minute left on this candle. If this candle closes with that bearish momentum sell signal, then we will, obviously we'll take the trade. There. All right, got a minute left right there. And this is fine because we have the 1 minute that's running already. So I'm already watching on my own chart because I have an active one running for the 1 minute. And then we'll, but I'm not going to double up my position. I'm probably going to hold off unless it looks really good. If it's a strong bearish, then yeah, I'll hold on to it or I'll double up. But right now, I think I might just take one for the moment. All right, still bouncing around this area. Not really much for us to follow through right here. Doesn't look like it's coming down just yet. Man, I hate when the market's like this. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I hate when the market's moving super slow with UD, did you just join the room? I just went over all the strategies about 10 minutes ago. So I'm not sure if you missed it all. Kimberly as well. Kimberly said, yeah, Kimberly, didn't you ask this question yesterday? So Kimberly's asking if we teach live on the Zoom. I think you asked this on Monday, right? Yeah, I do teach. I mean, I went over the strategies a while ago. I'm not sure if you missed it all, Kimberly. I went over all the strategies about 10 minutes ago, but there's also videos from the live stream to show you, what the strategies are. I'm not sure if you missed it, but I literally just went over all the strategies for Chris, like not that long ago. But I could pull up the strategy here. Let me see if I could find it. All right, Kimberly. So, I mean, I think I sent this to you already, right? I'll send it to you again here. Yeah, I mean, I sent this to you already, Kimberly, on the 13th. So on Monday or Sunday, you asked me the same question, and I sent you the link over here. So I sent you the link again if you want to watch it. But yeah, I mean, I do go over it. Here, I'll give you the link right there too. Yeah, I mean, we're live right now, Kimberly. So I did go over it live. So I'm not sure if you missed the whole thing, but yeah, I did go over it live about 10 minutes ago. And we have group mentoring sessions as well. So I'm not sure if you're like, have you got the emails? Because I know you signed up a couple of days ago, so you should have gotten all the information on the course. There's a whole course for it too, Kimberly. I'm not sure if you missed the entire course, but there's a whole course on the website explaining everything. Yeah, we do group mentoring. We did that. I mean, it's weekly, so I'm not sure if you missed that too. I mean, all the links are posted. So if you want to look for any of the mentoring sessions, you can go on the YouTube, or you can. I mean, it's probably easiest to go on YouTube, Kimberly. So if you go on the YouTube right here, let me just show you real quick. All right. So if you go on the YouTube right here, Kimberly, you go to videos. All the mentoring sessions are in green. So if you want to go back and watch everything, we pretty much cover the same thing in like every mentoring session because everyone has very similar questions. So if you want to go back and watch any previous mentoring session, I mean, they're all listed on the website. They're also listed here on the YouTube. We have like 3 years of live sessions here. If you want to go back and watch, I mean, you just like the main thing is you just have to go and look, right? Because everything's already here played out for you. But we do have weekly and bi-weekly mentoring sessions if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, no problem. Need to, or I'm following this right here. Sorry, I took a screenshot of this area right here to make sure that we have everything in place on accident. So looks like we're good right here. It's starting to come back down. Oh, we have an entry here on the 3 minute actually. So if anyone wants to enter this on the 3 minute, there is a 3 minute entry right there. I'm probably going to let it pull up a little bit. All right, we're good right there. So 3 minute is running. I actually entered a little bit higher above this area over here. So if you guys want to enter, feel free. Or if you want to wait, then you guys can wait for that as well. So let's see, 3 minute snipe, 3 minute scalp, full TP. So we got that running right there. But like I was mentioning, guys, the market is kind of iffy. So just be careful if you guys are taking these trades. Everything does still show a bearish bias here. Looking at this here, it's down 130 points. The actual index over here is still pretty red. So it looks pretty red over here on this end. But, like I mentioned, price is going to be bouncing back and forth. It's in some consolidation phase right now. So you guys want to keep in mind that it is going to be a little bit risky. So if you are using it, I mean, if you are taking these trades, make sure to use proper lot size and to follow closely. So yeah, there's a 3 minute entry there, 1 minute entry there, still running. And we'll see where it goes from here. Hopefully it just drops a bit. I mean, eventually it should drop because looking at the index over here, it's still pretty red. Pretty red on this end. So fundamentals show a bearish bias. Looking on the 10-minute, it's a bearish bias. Looking on the 3-minute, bearish bias. 1-minute bearish bias as well. But it's just bouncing around back and forth. So we'll keep watching for it. Let's check this out on here real quick. All right, you guys are doing pretty good. Yeah, looking at Kelvin over here. So Kelvin, okay, so Kelvin's looking at gold. I'll take a look at gold in a little bit, guys. Once we're done with these trades right here, I'll take a look at gold. I just don't want to pull off of US 30 right now because we have active positions running. So let's see. It's literally just a waiting game at this point. So it's pushing back down into profit. That was not sure. Yeah, I'll take a look at gold in a little bit. Just let's finish up these trades right here and then I'll take a look. Because I don't want to pull off and then I miss some moves that happen here on US 30. But I'll be on it. Let's see. Yeah, Chardonnay. So I'm in both of these trades right here. I'm on the 3-minute and the 1-minute over here. I took a half lot size for them, or not a half lot size, but a normal 10 lot. So I'm using proper risk right here for both of these. Currently in profit right now, about 1,000. Other count, I'm up about 3,400. All right, cool. So it's starting to drop right here. So once we hit TP1 over here for, or not TP1, once we hit TP right here for the 1-minute, I'll be manually watching it. If it bounces around too much, I'll probably manually close it, but there's full TP right there for the 1-minute. So whoever caught that there on the 1-minute, congrats, you guys made some profit off that. I'm still holding on to mine. If it swings, so if it swings back up or swings too much, I'll probably just close mine out. But I still feel like it's going to come around. I'm still watching it as it bounces. And this market's a trip, guys. It's moving so slow. Drop a little more. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna close out my 1-minute. And then we'll see how this other one goes. Still dropping down. Oh, fuck me. Okay, sorry guys, I closed the wrong one. I mean, I closed both of them. So I closed the 1-minute here because I already hit full TP. I also accidentally closed my 3-minute. So I'm already out of my positions here. I will here, I'll send you guys my profits for those. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free, but just, I'm already out of my position, so I'm not really worried about these anymore. I already pulled out in profit because it hit TP for these over here. So let me just go over to delete this because it hasn't. But anyways, let me just, I'll take a screenshot of my profits and I'll show you guys, where my positions are sitting right now. And I'll show you that I closed it on my other one too. I mean, it was an accidental close, but so I might re-enter it. Who knows? I don't know yet if I'm going to re-enter it or not. But I'll show you guys my speculative position on my account where I'm kind of just taking some risky trades, and I'll also send you my my profits on the other account as well. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. So I mean, either it's a win-win because I'm still in the position. I'm still in the position on my speculative account. Let me send you guys my other ones too, though. All right, so I'll send you guys my profits for both of these. So this one's currently still running. And this one I closed out already on accident, but whatever. It's accident on my end. So, okay, so this one's currently running right now. I'm in profit 3,425 for this one right here. These are the two scalps for the 3 minute and 1 minute. I accidentally closed them on accident. I was trying to close the 1 minute right here, but I accidentally closed this one too. So, I mean, it's okay. I still made about 1,300 off that trade anyways. So it's not a big deal. If you guys want to close out of it, feel free. I'll just give you guys an update here for whoever took it because it already technically hit TP, the 1 minute. So I'll give you guys an update for that right here. All right. Profit. Nice profit. 1 minute. All right, so I just gave you guys an update for my positions here. No losses for me today. I have this one currently running right now, so I'm fine. I'm gonna let that run. It's probably gonna close out. If it goes to where it's supposed to go, it'll close out around like, I don't know, 7 or 8K, which is fine for me. And then I have this one over here. I'm up about 2,587 off. This is my normal account. This is where I take normal trades. This is my speculative. This is my normal account. That's why, the lot sizes are a lot different, because for this, it's fine. It's kind of like my YOLO account. And for this one, this is my actual, like what I focus on. This is like the account that I take conservative trades on, and I make sure I don't take any losses. So there's a win there on the 1 minute. There's my profits from those trades. Looks pretty solid for the most part. You can tell this one's the one because it's about 1,000. So it's $1 per pip. Miles over here, Miles up 764. So nice work, Miles. Great work on that profit. Miles has had some consistency today. So as you guys can see here, Miles has been posting his profits all morning. So Miles first had 462. Nice work with that, Miles. And then his second profit, he made 641. And then now he's up 764, taking all the sells that I took this morning. So great work amongst everyone here who's following me. Jeff here, he's up 1,996. You guys are all doing pretty good so far. No losses, and everything looks pretty solid for the most part. Nico over here, he took the trades as well. Those 2 trades that I just took a crazy lot size. But there you go. See, it's dropping back to where I anticipated. Anyways, Nico, he's up 1,000 off this trade, and then he made a smaller here. Looks like this was an accident, but still some nice profit off that. Jade as well. Damn, Jade is up a lot. She's up 17,146. I think she hit the record for today. That's crazy. So yeah, Jade traded Bitcoin, NASDAQ, US 30. Looks like she held this US 30 from like way up. So nice work, Jade. Big congrats on that. Jade's killing it. 17,000 for the day, guys. That's crazy. Wow. Man, you guys are doing way better than me. And congrats to everybody here. You guys are on point. You guys are on fire. Let me check my other account to see if it's still running or if it closed out. All right, it's almost there. Come on, I just need a freaking little push down. Yeah, it's really close to, let's see, my TP is at 50. All right, I just need a little bit of a drop. It's a little more of a drop, and then I'll be out of my speculative position. Or I'll be moving my stop loss in profit. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so Nico said, yeah, for his broker, it's different. So his 100 lot size is compared to my 10 lot size. So he's using the same lot size as me. It's just his broker uses mini lots, so he has to increase it. So yeah, no, definitely. Nice work, Nico. All right, yeah, so you guys did pretty good so far for the most part. My speculative trade is still running. I'll give you guys the update when it hits. And yeah, I mean, it looks pretty solid for the most part. Peter said, when the student makes more than the teacher, the teacher's on top notch. Yeah, no, definitely, Peter. That's crazy. Like, nice work, Jasmine. because Jasmine's been training with us for a while. Like, if you look at here, she sends her profits to me like every day. She's consistent, right? May 13, she made about 4,000. May 19, she made about 2,400. May 24th, she made about 2,000. So you can see how she's grown. Like, she's grown from like May 13th making about 4,000 to like today, on the 11th. So on Sunday or Monday, whatever day this was, she made 5,000. And then today she made 17,000. So you can see it's a progress. Like, if you guys trade with me here, you guys will get better every day. As long as you guys stay consistent, you guys stay on point, you guys listen to what I teach. You guys can see, the proof is in the pudding, like what a lot of people say. It's right here. Like, all the posts from Jade are still saved here from when I first talked to her. Like, she joined us on December 8th, right? So Jade's only been with me for like a couple months. So she joined K2 like on December 10th, December 8th. And then, man, look how much profit she's making now a day. So you guys can see that if you guys, oh, there we go, 30 minutes about to hit TP as well. All right, man, my speculative trade, whew, that's a lot of profit. I'm happy for that one. All right. Oh, I'm out. All right, cool. So that one right there, I'll send you guys my profits. I made 7,000 off that trade. Oh, fuck, almost. There you go, full TP right there off the 3 minute. So damn, that's crazy, guys. I locked in about 7. I thought I was going to lock in about 7 or 8,000. I only locked in about 6,725. So great profits amongst everyone here. If you guys have more profits you want to send over, feel free. I'll give you guys an update right now for this one. Full TP off that. My speculative trade is out of the market. I'm done. I think I'm not done, but we'll see. If the market looks better, then we'll keep watching for it. But if not, nothing new here, guys. Same thing every day. Profits on profits on profits on profits. All right, so we got that right there. I'll send you guys my account for the other one. I don't think I shared my profits here. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna send you guys the profits over here. I'm up like 10,000 on that account. So I'm good. Good, guys. I'm good. Hopefully you guys are good, because I think we're all doing good right now. All right. There's my, I should have just held on to the other account. Whatever, it's all good. I'm up almost 10,000 on this account. I only took 2 trades. So I took the breakout entry or the 3 minute, and then I took that speculative trade from up top. So I'm up 10,000 on that account. I'm up 3,000 on this account. So about 13. So I'm catching up to you, Jasmine. Jasmine's up 17. I need a little more to catch up. Off that K2 3 minute. K2 US 30 3-minute scalp. So this is why I have 2 different accounts, guys, because I have an account where I could just mess around, and if I lose that account, that's fine. But then I have my main account where I take trades that I'm actually following and stuff. So no, definitely great work amongst everyone here. Looks like you guys did some solid work today. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely great work amongst everyone here. Let's give you guys the update over here and the rest of the groups. I haven't really been forwarding it to the other groups because I'm focused on these profits and sharing my profits. So yeah, no, definitely great work amongst everyone here. We had a pretty great trading morning so far. If you guys have more profits, let me see. Definitely. Albert over here. Albert's up 201. Nice work, Albert. So Albert made some pretty nice profit off that. Gosh, you never compliment me. You guys did pretty good. Yeah, no, definitely. Great profit amongst everyone here. Rick said, I really need to work on my confidence holding trades. So yeah, Rick here, he's up about 1,000 for the day. Yeah, no, you guys did pretty good. Really good so far, guys. But yeah, guys, if you guys have more profits that you guys want to send over, share, anything like that, feel free. I'll add you guys to the list. Let's see, Tariq over here, he's up 443 for the day. Nice work, Tariq. No losses. So Tariq's up right there. Joshua as well. Joshua's up 1,148. So you guys are all doing pretty good this morning. You can see this is everyone's profits. Javier, he's up 2,375 for the day, and he's out. So everyone's pretty much out of the market now. Everyone's just chilling, enjoying their profits. That's pretty much for the most part profits we made during this live session. So as you guys can see right here, here's the timestamp. It says today. These are all the profits from just this morning. We've only been on this live session for about an hour. Javier locked in 2,400. Josh locked in about 1,100. Tariq locked in $500 right there. Rick locked in about $1,000 there. Albert locked in 201. So it doesn't matter if you guys have a big account or a small account, you guys can still profit here with us. Obviously, your profit potential is going to vary depending on your account size, because your lot sizes are going to, they're going to have to be aligned with your account size using proper risk management. Jade over here, she's up 17,000. Nico's up about 2,000 right there. Jeff's up about 2,000. Miles is up 764. And you can see these are all different people. If you want to message them and see if they're legit, you can do that yourself. Sandra, she's up, I think 20 euros right there. Tommy's up 3,600. I'll just skip over people that already went over. Paul's up 1,000 right there. Kong, he's up about 1,700. Gallo's up about 1,000 right there. Robert's up about, let's see. Wow. Okay, so Robert's almost up about 6,000 or 7,000 for the week. So nice work, Robert. Yeah, he's up 2,000 for the day. Loke, he's up 5,000 for the day. And these are all different people, right? Josh, he's up about 2,000, 3,000 for the day. Logic's up 2,000 for the day. Nico's up a couple thousand. I went over him earlier. Ken's up 460. Kyle's up 582 for that trade. Roland's up about 500. Patricia's up 750. And you guys can see, everyone here, these are all different people locking this much profit today. She's up, or Shy, she's up about 200. Mike's over here up about 2,700. Shonda, she's up about 1,000 right there. John's up about 3,300. EW is up about 3,000 right there. Patricia again. Patricia's other account, she has 2 accounts. Her other account's up 3,500 right there. No, you're fine, Kimberly. I just saw your message. You're not being annoying. I was just joking with you when I was saying that, because I was like, I wasn't sure if you missed the links that I sent you earlier. Romanio's up 700 right there. Jonathan's up about 1,000 right there. Kia's up about 653. Logic as well again right there, and then Jason up 2,000 right there. So I think that's pretty much it for this morning. Vincent up about 200 right there. So everyone's doing pretty good. But yeah, I know, Kimberly, I was just messing with you. I was joking with you because I thought that you just didn't see the link that I sent you a couple of days ago. But no, I do live sessions. Like I do live mentoring sessions, but we do that either weekly or bi-weekly. We try to figure out a time that works for everyone, because people are located in different, in different areas. So we try to get a time that works for everybody. So I'll set up a poll and then we'll see when's the next date. And then I can answer all of your questions. During that mentoring session, it'd probably be easier for you. But yeah, no, I'm if you haven't caught on, Kimberly, I'm sarcastic sometimes. I just joke around with you guys. I never really get annoyed. The only time I get annoyed is when we have trolls in the room, but for the most part, I'm only messing around with you guys. All right, cool. So yeah, you guys are doing pretty good, guys. I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'm here to answer anything that you guys have. Kimberly, if you have any questions, I can answer your questions right now too. It's getting close to 8 o'clock. So, this is usually the time where I cut out and I'm done trading. But if I see any other trades here, I'll call them for you and I'll give them to you, but I'm probably not going to take them on my own account because for the most part, I'm pretty much done, because I made some pretty solid profits today. So just looking at my profits for today, if I add these up here, I don't want to throw any of this away, right? If you guys know how I trade, I'm very conservative with the way I trade here. And I hate to lose trade, so I don't want to over risk it to take anything that I don't need to take. So on this account right here, I'm just going to add this up. That's 9,578 and 47 cents plus my other account, which is my normal account that I trade here. I made 2,587 and 12 cents. So I'm up about 12,165 for the day. I'm happy with that, right? I don't need to go and make another. I mean, I could go make more profit if I wanted to, but I'm not here to risk it, right? Because the market is moving kind of funky at this point. Nice. Falcon said, I passed funding talent account in 2 days. Thanks to you, Go. Definitely, Falcon. I'm glad to see that you passed a lot. Big congrats to you guys here who passed all of their funding talents and FTMOs. We have a lot of people who passed their accounts this entire year. So Shawn over here, he locked in 520. Nice work, Shawn. Lamar's up 864 right here. Nice work, Lamar. Romanio's up 835. So you guys are doing amazing. Like you guys can see no losses today, all wins. Roland over here, he's up 559. Nice work, Roland. Roland's gonna have some profits. Should slow day for him. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, so you guys are doing pretty solid over here. Yeah, no, you guys did pretty good here. So yeah, definitely you guys are all doing good. Razul's asking, what are my account sizes? Both my account sizes are 200K, Razul. So they're both 200K. One's used for risky trading and the other one's used for my normal trades here. My normal lot size is 10 lots, but for my risky trades, I take 25 because it has its balance. And usually these trades, like, so this account copies from this one over here. So it's, it's usually the same trade anyways. It's just different risk. And you guys can see right here, the balance was returned to my account. This is from FTMO because if you guys remember my trade, I lost a trade last week. Last week I lost a trade, but it was a technical issue. So you can see that's why I have a deposit here because they gave me the money back. So I made about 9,000 back this morning to just cover the trade from that they removed from my account the other day. So, all right, guys, you guys are doing pretty solid so far. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Oren said too long stop loss. I mean, it's only too long if you don't know what you're doing, right, Oren? We know what we're doing here. You can see our win rate here. Everyone's winning, right? So I don't think it really matters. The stop loss is there for a safety net. You know, a lot of people, they focus too much on a stop loss. That's how you guys lose trades because you guys are too focused on losing, right? We don't anticipate losing. You see everyone's wins here, Oren? We don't anticipate losing. When I enter a trade, I know I'm going to win. So you can see all this blue here. That's why stop loss doesn't really matter for us because we don't really lose here. So, I mean, maybe you should be a little more like open with your thought process with the stop loss because a lot of people, they worry too much about stop loss. And the reason for that is because they're already anticipating a loss. They're like, oh, if I lose here, this is how much I'm going to lose. For us, I don't anticipate a lose. See, everybody has wins here. So just keep that in mind. All blue here, no losses. All blue here, no losses, because we're here to win. We're not here to lose. I'm here to win. So the stop loss is just there for a safety net. It's not necessarily there because we think we're going to lose, because I know we're going to win. And that's pretty much, why we have all wins here, right? If you took any of the trades that I took today, they're all wins, right? Jade's up 17,000, no losses. All my accounts as well. So that's the, that's the difference. That's why we have a wide stop loss, because we have a high win rate. All right. So anyways, going back to what everyone else was saying over here, let me see. All right. So Harris is asking, K2, is it a waste of time trading S&P at 9:30 strategy? Yeah, and I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to sound like a dickhead, I'm just trying to explain to you, this is why we have a big stop loss, because it's like for this here, this is just how the strategy works, right? Because the thing is, we have a bias here, so we trade in that direction. Like for example, right here, right? Sometimes you have market manipulation where price kind of shifts around. So for example, here, we're going for 100 pips. If your stop loss was too tight, you get stopped out, right? So that's why we have our stop loss a little wide, because we anticipate it to drop anyways. So yeah, not trying to sound like a dickhead, or I don't know if I came off that way, but I was just trying to explain to you why we have a wide stop loss. Because a lot of people worry about stop losses, when in some instances, it's not really a big deal, as long as you're using proper risk. So Harris was asking about using the strategy for SPX. I mean, it's not a waste. If that's all you can trade, Harris, then yeah, you can trade that. But I don't trade the SPX, so I can't really say if it's worthwhile or not. I trade US 30, so I know how US 30 moves. I know SPX kind of mirrors US 30, but not always. So just keep that in mind, Harris. Josh, I just saw your message. Jeff, so Harris in the YouTube is asking about SPX. So okay, cool. So yeah, Harris, if you want to ask about If you want to ask about SPX, you can ask Jeff in the group. He's here in the premium. He said, who's asking about SPX, have him DM me because he actually trades SPX. So if you want to ask him a question regarding SPX, go ahead and ask Jeff in the premium because he actually does trade it. So he can actually answer your question a lot better. Shawn is asking, hey, Shawn, I have a question. I need clarification for FTMO challenge. To pass the challenge, you need to hit the daily target in 1 day. No, Shawn, that daily target needs to be hit in a month. So you don't have to hit it in 1 day. You'll be hitting that in an entire month or 30 days to be exact. Josh said, hopping on that whole soul train. Yeah. All right, guys. So if you guys have questions, I'm here to answer your questions. Otherwise, I think I'm done for the day trading. I'm pretty solid with my profits so far. So I'm not really looking to miss anything. I mean, to risk anything. So this is my profit for the day on both my accounts. I'm happy with the 12K. Because the thing is, bro, if I make 12K, like even if you make 10K, so say if we had a solid like 8K, we'll be considered 8,000 a day times 5 days because we trade Monday through Friday. That's like 40,000 in a week, right? So that's why I'm not really. I'm more so about stacking these wins than to take risky trades, guys. So I'm personally done for the day. You can see price starting to act kind of funky. Looks like it established a support down here. It might be prepping for a reversal at some point. You guys got to keep in mind that we're in there's going to be a lot of news today. So for example, here between 9 and 10, this is when the market starts to reverse. So what we might have going on here is price just might consolidate a bit before it ends up swinging back up. So, just keep that in mind so that you guys don't get caught in any mess here, right? Because like here, I'll show you, for example, yesterday. So see, you guys can see here, I marked the same lineup yesterday, right? So yesterday I mentioned, this is why I went offline. I went offline around like 8 o'clock and I went to go take a nap. So I literally, I went to the gym and I took a nap, but like right here at 10, this is where I was telling you guys around 10 o'clock, this is when the market starts to reverse, right? So you can see from 6:30 right here, when the market opened. All right, so from 6:30 up until 10, look what happened. Downtrend, right? Nice drop down. And then what happened from like 9 to 10? From 9 to 10, it started to consolidate sideways. It trapped a couple more sellers in here. And then what happened exactly at 10? Boom, straight reversal, right? So this is why I don't trade after 8, because around this time, market starts to move kind of funky. So like from right here, we had a straight downtrend. We had all of our wins yesterday, no losses, consolidate a little bit, fake some people out, trap some sellers right here, and then reversed up. Same thing is probably going to happen today. Same situation. I just marked this up right here. Okay, so from 6 to now, right? Market opened right here at 6:30. What happened here? Same exact pattern as yesterday. Price came down. What's happening right here? It's consolidating, right? It'll probably consolidate a little bit, trap some people in here, and then eventually it'll just reverse. So it's not guaranteed to reverse. So don't just take a buy because you think it's going to reverse. I'm just showing you guys that it's a pattern that happens every single day. This is why we have such a high win right here at K2, because I've been trading US 30 every single day for the past 3 years. So, I know how this stuff moves, and I know how this stuff, like pretty much like, this is like, it's like learning a language, right? If you practice a language every day, you'll get really good at it. I practice US 30 every single day, Monday to Friday, or every day actually. So like Friday or Sunday through Friday, I guess. I study US 30, so I know how it moves. This is why I don't trade after 8, because after 8, this is when the market starts to move funky, and you don't want to get caught in any moves that will like mess up your profits for the day. Because for example, here, if you traded from open with us, like, I locked in about 12,000 for the day, right? With both my accounts. The only reason we were able to do that is because we took this trade right here for a win. We took that for a win there. We also took like a bunch of trades this morning. You don't have to trade 24 hours. A lot of people like try to trade all day. You don't have to trade all day, guys. You just need to trade when the market's actually moving. So right here, we took another sell right here. So as you can see, we had no losses because all the trades we took that we do every single day, they all hit TP, right? So that hit TP, that hit TP. I only took about 3 trades. And then this one right here, And then I took like a speculative one when I saw it drop over here. So if you look at my profits over here, this is pretty much what I took. I only took 2 trades here off my speculative account. And then looking at my other account, I took 3 trades here, right? Because I took this one and I took this one, and this one. I took these 3 trades that I just marked up for you. Those are all the profits that I made right there. This one over here, I took this one and I took this one right here, but I took it a little higher because I was just following it. So that's why I only took like 3 trades, but I'm up like a lot because you know, because we're pretty much we're just keeping on point, you know, with the wins. Because the thing is, if you don't lose trades, guys, you can't go broke taking profit, right? I'm sure you guys have heard that before. A lot of people are afraid to take profit. They hold on to it for too long, or they try to trade all day and they end up losing all the profit. For me, I lock in my profit and then I call it a day. Nice. Dave said he's up 1,341 for the day. Nice work, Dave. So he added up his profit right here. Great work, everybody. So everyone did pretty good. You know, just having everyone's profits here, it looks pretty solid. But here, let me see. So yeah, no, exactly. Off-grid said big boys go off to lunch. Yeah, no, definitely. And then during that point, the retail traders come and they start to screw up the market. So that's why we usually take off. You know, I stopped trading around this time for the most part because the volatility also dies down. Falcon said, doesn't FTMO scale up your account size? They do, but it takes a long time. Falcon, it takes like, I think 6 months or something like that for them to scale up. And in order for me to scale up, I have to merge the accounts. The thing is, I don't want to merge the accounts because I have one risky and I have one normal, right? So what I'm waiting for is I'm just waiting for FTMO to release a bigger account. So I can just take a bigger account and then I can just merge those into one of my accounts. So yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if I combine the 200K accounts, then I'll have a 400K account, right? But then I can't take the risky trades on there because my risk is going to be kind of mixed up. So for me personally, Falcon, I could merge them if I wanted to, but I'd rather have them separate. So if I screw up the speculative account, it doesn't flow over to my personal one, right? Or not my personal, but my main one. So, I mean, there's different strategies of doing it. I use a copier. So it copies my trades anyways. So it's not really necessary for me to merge them at this time. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's the main difference there. But you could merge them. Like I can email them today and be like, hey, I want to merge my account to a 400K. I could do that, but I'm not going to because I don't want to blow my accounts taking some risky trades on the same one. All right, guys. So I think that's it for the questions right here. I'm going to go over gold real quick because I know a lot of you guys asked for that. So I'll pull up gold right now. Damn, this trade right here. I was going to call this NZD USD trade for you guys and I missed it. So I was going to call that for you. If you guys were on the live session from the beginning, I was going to call that sell for you. But it looks like the USD pairs are kind of moving a little funky. Even here, GU, I was going to call this for you. Thankfully, I didn't call it because it retraced up heavy. But NU is dropping. GBP, CHF. Yeah, all of the Forex pairs are moving kind of funky right now. So let's go over to gold. All right, let me, so I'm just going to delete everything off the chart so that we can do everything from scratch. So if you guys are brand new here, I'll show you guys exactly how I mark up the charts. I'm going to zoom out from this point. Here's a naked chart for gold, right? First thing I'm going to do is identify market structure. I'm going to do that by turning on the K2SR indicator right here. And then I'm going to draw my zones. Oh, and thanks for reminding me, bro. Yeah, so also, guys, if you guys haven't already, if you guys can do me a favor and just like the stream, that'll allow us to find more people that need help with trading, right? Because I'm here to answer as many questions as you guys want. But, you know, sometimes people just don't have questions. So I'm here to help out whoever wants to be helped. So if you guys would like this, if you guys could like the stream, that would definitely help. So like other people can find K2 and we can have more answers to more questions to answer. Because, you know, the reason why I get off early is because people don't have questions. If you guys have questions, I can hang on and answer questions for you guys. But thing is, you know, the more the merrier, and all of us make more profit off it anyways, trading together. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, that definitely help. And that'll give me incentive to keep coming on these live sessions. Because this is all fun to me, guys. Like a lot of people don't really like trading. They just like profits from trading. But for me, I actually like trading. This is like a game to me. That's why I like winning so much, because it's literally a game to me. It's just about locking as many wins as possible. So here at gold, guys, I marked up the market structure Once I've marked that up, I turn off the K2SR indicator right here. And then from that point, you can see how price moves for gold, right? Price breaks into structure, it consolidates, breaks above, consolidates. So you guys can see here that there's different phases for gold, right? Price will break upwards, consolidate, break upwards, consolidate. And, going back to what I was saying earlier about treating this like a game, guys, that's how you guys succeed at this trading thing. Because if you guys think about the money too much, you just start to get greedy and you start making mistakes. For me, I treat this like a game. I don't care how much profit I make. All I care is that I don't lose any trades. So that's why we have such a high win rate, and how I'm so consistent with you guys here every day. So just just keep that in mind. So here's gold. You guys can see I've drawn up market structure. Looking at current market structure right here, you can see price was just consolidating and then it broke below. Now it's consolidating again, right? So now price, so I'll just show you right here. Price was consolidating. Price broke below. And then what happens at this point? It's now consolidating again within this zone over here. So it's currently in a consolidation phase. The next thing I'm going to do is turn on the momentum indicator to identify the direction of price. So right here, we have a bullish momentum. So obviously we're looking for some possible buys here. In order for me to take a buy though, I would need this to break above here and close. If this closes above here, then I can take a long position and pretty much just ride it to the next zone right there for about 120 pips. I'll put the requirements here for the strategy. This is the K2SR zone strategy. So first you want to confirm a break and close past the zone. And then you want to confirm the direction of momentum so you can trade in that direction. So looking at this right here, this is, this is basically what I'm looking at for gold. Gold is consolidating right now. So it doesn't have a set direction. Our bias is for a buy, but this can easily shift to a sell. So following this strategy right here, if price ends up closing above here, then it's going to be a buy. If price ends up closing below here, and we get a sell signal like this, then we could enter a sell right there, right? It's just, you have to wait for that confirmation for price to confirm the direction of where it's going. So just looking at the strategy here, I'll show you the last entry. So the last entry for this would have been over here. So I'm just going to replay to this area right here. So same situation again right here, looking at the requirements, you want to confirm a break and close past K2SR zone. There's a break and close right here. You want to confirm the direction of momentum using the K2 momentum indicator right here. We have a sell momentum. So with that said, we can enter a short position right here to the next zone down here, right? So if we let that run, there you go, full TP with no drawdown, right? So this is exactly what we're looking for, but in the opposite direction. Because looking at current price right now, we don't have a break and close past the structure yet, right? We need price to break and close past the structure in this area. Once it breaks and closes, then we can take that buy. Vice versa, if price ends up coming down, we have a sell signal and closes below here, then, same difference. If that becomes the case, then closes below here, we just take this for a sell. But currently right now, I want to be trading gold because it's just consolidating. You want to wait for that confirmation before you take this trade, because this can easily bounce up or it can bounce down. Last thing you want to do is be in the wrong position when price starts to move. So another confirmation you can use to identify the direction of gold is you can pull up the dollar index, because gold moves opposite of the dollar. So looking at the dollar index right here, the dollar index it was bullish right here. So you can see how it pushed up right there. And with that said, that's why gold over here dropped. So you can see right here where it dropped a little bit. It was because the dollar increased in strength. However, if the dollar ends up swinging below here, then what do you think is going to happen with gold? It's just going to swing up, right? So that's why you got to be patient and wait for an actual entry before you hop into it, because price is indecisive right now. It hasn't chosen a direction. We turn on the trend meter right here. It's blue. So that indicates that price is indecisive. We turn on the pivots over here, and it's currently in a downtrend. So, we really don't know what's going to happen from that point. If the dollar keeps rising, then you can expect gold to go down. Oh no, yeah, gold to go down. If the dollar decreases, then you can expect gold to go up because it moves opposite. If you guys are familiar with basic fundamentals, when price is going down, that means that the second currency is stronger than the first currency, and then vice versa. If price is going up, that means that the first currency is stronger than the second currency, right? So right now the dollar is strong. That's why gold is going down. But the dollar doesn't need to be strong for the rest of the week. It could just be temporarily strong right now because of the news this morning. And then later into the week, this can just slump. If this slumps, then you can expect gold to go up. So just keep that in mind, guys. There's different confluences that you guys can use to confirm the direction of price. But right now, it's just consolidating. Enzo's asking, is the K2 indicator free? No, it's not. If you want to sign up for the K2 indicator to get access to it, just go on the website, k2trades.com here. If you want to learn the strategies for free and have access to the free groups, you can click on free access. If you want access to the live stream where it's real time, click on K2 Premium Signals. If you want access to the indicators, click on K2 Strategy course right here, Enzo, if you want access to it. But yeah, it's not free. All right, so anyways, we're done with gold right here. As you guys can see, we're just waiting for that confirmation for it to close above here or for it to close below here. That'd be the confirmation for that. All right, so that's about it for that right there. Let me just scroll up real quick, see if I missed anything else. Nico said, have to go, Shawn. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work. Have a great day, guys. Yeah, definitely. We'll see you tomorrow, Nico. Miles is asking, can you use a copy on FTMO? I believe so. I've been using it. So I think it's okay, but I mean, you might want to ask support directly to see if it's okay for you. Kimberly's asking, okay, I have a question. What is a pivot? Kimberly, the pivot is the pivot indicator right here. So, I mean, a pivot's exactly what it's, like a pivot just means that price will be bouncing from that area. So as you can see, price comes down and touches the K2 pivot. And then once it touches the pivot, it bounces right off. So it pivots right off it, right? So this would be from the K2 pivots indicator, depending on, which one that you're looking for here. Yeah, no problem, Enzo. Like if you want to just follow along and watch any live streams, Enzo, it's completely free. You can hang out and, learn everything here, learn the strategies until you're ready. There's no pressure for you to sign up for K2. Really, I'm here to teach you guys. I want to make sure that you guys are, successful traders like everyone else here in the group. So yeah, that's pretty much it for gold right there. And that's pretty much that's pretty much what a pivot would be, Kimberly. It'd be the K2 pivots indicator. All right, let me scroll up real quick, see if I missed any other questions here. Actually, let me pull up US 30. All right, so US 30 kind of died down a bit. Volatility is literally dead. You guys can see I marked this up like about 30 minutes ago. Price hasn't moved in the past 30 minutes. So this is why I'm done trading US 30 for the day. I'll mostly just answer questions and then we can, we can go from there. Let me just scroll up real quick. So that's pretty much it for, it's pretty much it for gold. Let's see. Short scene is asking just, okay, so I'll pull up US 30 on the 4-hour. So I'll analyze it on the 4-hour, see where it's going from that point. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing here that I did for gold. You guys can see that my same techniques work for any asset, whether it's an indice, whether it's a commodity like gold, whether it's a stock. I'll look at Amazon for you too, Zane, in a little bit. So you guys can see how this works on actual stocks as well. So looking at US 30 right here on the 4-hour, I'll just mark up these zones real quick. I mean, it's been super choppy, but I mean, these zones will still help us identify market structure before we, we dig into it. So I got this set up right here. All right, so looking at this right here, looks like it's, so if I delete this zone right here, you can see it's kind of just ranging within this area, but it's currently at a support right now. So it's at a critical point right now. Short scene, obviously you can see it's at a support at this point. If price ends up breaking below the zone right here, then we can probably expect a dump, right? We can probably see it come down a bit further because it is in a downtrend. So if you guys are looking at this here, just looking at the trend right there, it's in a downtrend. So if it breaks below here off the zone and the channel, I mean, it's probably going to drop. Turning on the trend meter as well. Trend meter is red on the 4-hour. So if this is the intraday setting for US 30, odds are it's probably gonna, it needs a heavy push down, but overall, just looking at this here on the 4-hour, it looks like it's gonna drop. The only problem is that it's at a support. So this might not be ready to break yet, right? You can see right here, the previous time it tried to break right here, it actually rejected back up. So from this point right here, it tried to break it, it failed to, and then it shot up about 2,600 points or 2,600 pips or 260 points. Again, right here, short seen on the 4-hour, it hasn't really confirmed it yet because it's still attempting to break below. If it does, then, this is the key price point right here. We'd be looking for it to break and close past 34,217. Once it breaks past there, then, we can probably see a dump. But I think for now, this is a bit risky because one of two things can happen, right? Price will either bounce off this zone and come back up, come all the way back up, or it'll just break below. But who knows? The Fed's going to be speaking tomorrow, so they're probably going to have a say in the direction of price. So just keep that in mind as we move forward into the trading week. Peter's asking, did you start looking for options for your next car? Yeah, Peter, I mean, I've been looking at cars, but I'm holding off on it. The reason for that is because I still got to pay off my law school loans. So if you guys are familiar with like my past before trading, I was an attorney before this. So I have a ton of law school loans to pay off. I still owe about 3,000, or no, not 3,000. I still owe about 360,000. So, it's like, do I pay off my student loans or do I buy an exotic car? So I think I'm going to pay off my loans first, Peter, but I'm looking at a car. So I'm looking at a McLaren 720S. I'm also looking at R8 for right now. So currently right now, I just want something fun to drive because I drive a Model X. You guys have seen my car before. I have a Tesla Model X that's like wrapped in chrome blue. That's what I drive. That's my daily driver. I kind of want a car that's fun to just drive around. So I'm looking at that right now. I'm looking at R8 just for fun right now. But the car that I'm really trying to get is a McLaren 720S. So, I mean, I owe a shitload of loans, so I'm probably not going to get that car yet. I want to pay off all my loans by this year. So, my loans are due in September, so I got to pay that entire 360,000 by September. So we'll see. I mean, if US 30 keeps playing right, because like for example, like I was saying earlier, see if I could do like 8,000 a day, and then I multiply that by 5. That's 40,000. So like, for example, if I do this per week times 4, for a month, I could probably lock in a pretty nice amount. So if I keep doing what I'm doing now and I could pay off my student loans by September, then obviously by the end of the year, I could probably get, I could get the supercar. But, it's a delayed reward for me. Short scene is asking, what's the price of the McLaren that I want? It's about 200 to 300,000. It's, let me just see real quick if it's still on here. Let's see. I've been looking at it. I've been actually going to I've been going to the actual place to get it. I need to to look at it, and it's so yeah, I'm planning on getting one that's a little older. I mean, it's not that much older. It's like, it's probably an exaggeration. So I want to look between two of them. So there's two of them that I'm currently looking at. I'm looking at this, oops. I'm looking at this Roadster right here, because obviously I want the top down. I'm looking at this Roadster right here. It's like 100K more though. It's a problem. See, so it's like 332 for that. And then the other one that I'm looking at is this one right here. It's like 100K less. It's not a Roadster, but it's I mean, it's still pretty nice. So I'm looking at these two cars right here. So I've been in San Diego a lot. If you guys have been following me on social media, I've been in San Diego for the past couple of weeks. I've been looking at the cars. So it's like either this one, the hardtop, or the Roadster, or the Spider. I mean, I prefer the Spider obviously, but it's I don't know. It's a big difference. It's 100K difference. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see where that goes. But all right. So let me see. Zane wanted me to take a look at what did he say? Amazon. Sorry, I'm going off track with like these side combos. So I'm going to answer some questions first before I continue on. So anyways, looking at Amazon right here, when trading stocks, I would probably recommend using the snipe strategy. That's what that's what I personally use myself in the past, and it's it's been working pretty solid. So I mean, just looking at Amazon right here, obviously I wouldn't look on the higher time frame because, or okay, so Zane, If you want to be a little more specific, how you want me to analyze it, do you want me to analyze it from a scalping perspective or from an intraday perspective? Because I can analyze it from both ways, but the analysis will be different, obviously. So looking at this here, I'm just going to mark up the zones for Amazon. So yeah, looking at this right here, these are going to be the zones off the 10-minute. I mean, these lower zones are you know, they're irrelevant, but we'll still look at them anyways. So, I mean, it just depends on which strategy you're trying to apply. There's different strategies that you can use, and you can combine strategies as well. So just looking at this right here. So if you're trading Amazon and you're applying the snipe strategy, so like I'm just going to replay it to this point right here. Right. So here's Amazon right here. Let me just go over here to, just going to copy this, because this strategy works on pretty much everything. I mean, all the strategies work on everything, but there's some that work better on others than other strategies. So like same situation here for Amazon. You want to confirm a wick rejection off any K2 pivot. It's rejecting off the green pivot right there. You want to confirm a wick rejection off the K2 SR zone. It's rejecting off the zone right there. Third, you want to confirm that the wick rejection is not touching the body. The wick's way down here and the pivot's down here, so it's not touching the body. Lastly, you want to confirm the direction of price. So right here, we have a bullish momentum. So with that said, we could enter a you know, long position right here. And this is if you're trading it directional. I mean, it depends on how you're trading it too. If you could be a little more specific how you plan on trading it, I mean, I could probably help you out a little more. But, you know, just looking at this here, this is pretty much the setup that we would have if you were to trade this using the same strategy we used off of US 30. And if you let this run, obviously you can see right there, full TP, right? So just looking at this here, I mean, this is pretty much how I would identify it. So I'll go to current price right now. Looking at price right here, we don't have an entry that's available just yet. I mean, possibly looks like it's going to drop from this point. It, you know, from this point right here, there's actually a sell that's kind of ready right there. So, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you know, I don't trade stocks like that. And the thing with stocks is you kind of have to trade the breakout, kind of how we do for US 30. So I probably wouldn't, I mean, it's risky. It depends on how you want to trade it. So yeah, Zane, if you want to be a little more specific, I can analyze it from an entry perspective. I don't know if you're a swing trader, if you're a day trader, if you're a scalper, you know, I can analyze it from all perspectives. Right here, this is like a scalp move. But if you're trying to trade like intraday, or even like if you want to trade the breakout strategy, right, on Amazon here, it's a little difficult because it doesn't move as smooth as other assets. Like some people do trade the breakout, like for example, right here at 630. Price was, so this is 630 market open right here, but the bias was a bullish bias, right? So we wouldn't have taken the sell when you got that green candle right there. This is where you would have taken it. And then you would have rolled this up for a pretty nice profit this morning. So that's, I mean, that's another way of analyzing it. But, you know, like I mentioned, there's a lot of ways to analyze this. So depending on how you want to do it, I can go more in detail. But if not, I mean, this is pretty much what I saw from here, right? We had a snipe entry right there. So this is basically the move that's currently running. It's actually moving to TP as we speak. Sorry, that's it for that right there. Going back to US 30 real quick. I just want to go back and show you guys what I mean, right? So if you guys were following me from my markup earlier, I mentioned that price starts to move a little funky here. It consolidates sideways, and that's exactly what's happening. All right, let me just go up real quick. Tommy said, he said, return your diploma and take the bar. Here said, bro, just return your diploma. Exactly, right? That would have been a good idea. Cause like, yeah, I don't really use my diploma. I don't use, like, I haven't practiced law in a year. I quit my job as an attorney last March. So I've just been trading full time since then. It would be nice, right? If I could just give back to him. Yeah, no, exactly. David said he's not interested in trading. Yeah, same here. That's why I don't really trade stocks, guys. I'd prefer trading indexes because they actually move. Stocks, they move sometimes, but they're kind of they're kind of different for I mean, they just move differently. I mean, they're not a bad thing to trade, but they just move different. And I prefer to day trade, so I like to trade indexes instead. I then said use consumer law to delete the loans and just go get the car. I wish I could do that, bro. It's not that easy. I used to work in consumer law. I'm an attorney, so I used to work in consumer law. It's not as easy as it seems. I used to handle cases like that all the time, trying to. And the thing is, I have federal loans. I don't have private loans, so you can't just cancel them. The government owns my loans. If you had a private loan, then yeah, you probably get away with it. But with government loans, you can't really get away with stuff like that. Like even if they were to forgive some stuff there, it just wouldn't work. Let's see, Mark. Mark, I don't see your message because since you sent that message to Miles, it didn't send over to me. You gotta repost it and send it to everyone in the group. Because since you sent a direct message to Miles, I didn't see it here in the chat. Oh, okay, gotcha. Premium chat. Oh yeah, let me see this over here. Okay, Mark said K2, man. I was just about to say get the Benz. My favorite. It's my favorite. And I have two right now. My wife has a GL 450 and I have an E350. Yeah, no, exactly. I'm actually looking at a Benz too, because like right now, oh yeah, no, definitely. I know Euro cars. A lot of people in my area, they buy all the cars from that Euro car. I'm looking at an S63 as well. But you know, the cost of an S63 is kind of high. So I'd prefer to just get a supercar instead. But yeah, no, definitely the Mercedes are nice, dude. I'm looking at a G63 actually, but I can't get rid of my I might get that. So I have to get another, well, I don't have to, but technically I might have to get a new SUV this year for tax purposes. So I might be getting a Urus or I might be getting a G63, depending on my situation at the end of the year. All right, cool. So I think that's it for now, guys. I don't see any questions. I mean, it was cool hanging out with you guys, but it is getting a little late. And I know if I hang on this chart, I'm going to want to take some trades that I shouldn't be taking. So I'm probably going to log off for now. So if you guys have any other questions, you know, feel free to put them in the chat. Yeah, exactly, Mark. The G63s are kind of hard to find. I was looking for a little older model because, you know, the markdown on it's so much higher. So like maybe like a 2019 where they have a digital screen already. Either 2018 up until now. Those are probably the ones that I want to look at for the G63s. And if you guys are wondering, it's, you know, you guys gotta let in the text. Like if you guys wonder like why a lot of people are driving like Uruses or like, you know, expensive SUVs, it's because there's a tax benefit to it. That's exactly why I got my my Model X. So yeah, if you guys have questions, I'll answer them in the Telegram. Otherwise, I will see you guys here tomorrow. Happy with my profits, so I'm not going to go and risk it. So if you guys do decide to trade some more, remember, use proper risk and just don't overtrade, guys. If you guys are happy with your profits for today, I recommend just calling it a day and enjoy the rest of your morning. So other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, you know, I'll be here on the Telegram if you guys do have any other personal questions. So I'll catch you guys later and I'll see you guys in the next session. So see you guys and have a great morning.